Hey everybody, we're going to try Amber Screen, KTERM envelope, take 5. Envelopes are a different way of looking at the wavetable. Emphasis is on frequency-specific envelopes, amplitude envelopes for each individual harmonic. The current envelope is 0. It is in white. It is highlighted. Time is left to right. If I were to put a slice in the wavetable, the first slice would appear here, expressed with the 64 harmonics available, or partials. Harmonics and partials, I guess, are synonymous for this series. I am able to create from scratch a wavetable by specifying amplitude envelopes for each harmonic. Right now we are on envelope 0. We should have right in here current partial envelope, but there's not enough room for it. But make a post-it note and tape it on your screen until you sell your computer. Put partial right there. Current partial envelope. So I'm going to draw one by hand. And there it is. Current partial envelope 0. I've made it. Navigation buttons. We've seen this before in the slices. Now I can see the one that I already drew in a thin line, and I can turn that off by selecting viewing envelopes to current only. Current. Okay, that thin line went away. Here, let's turn it off and on a few times to see what happens. Alright, I'm going to draw current partial envelope 01. Okay, and we keep going. I have no musical aspirations as I do this, just teaching. In fact, the weirder it gets, the more we learn sometimes. It's called the law of intensity. If you have an instruction background. I'm not going to do them all, I'm tired. Now, if I would like to hear one of these harmonic envelopes, I can play it. I highlight it. I can see the number of it. I can't see what it is in hertz. I'll have to hear that. The envelope button will allow me to play just that one frequency over time. Let's choose another one. Maybe it'll be more interesting. Why did it get quieter in the middle? Because polarity, negative or positive, from the human standpoint, as best I can describe it, is still sound. The phase is 180 degrees off down here versus up here, but it's still vibration, still sound. So that's as far as I can take that discussion. Let's try this one. That's the lowest one we've got. You can hear that there was a sound in the beginning and then it kind of went away. Same thing up here. Now what if I'd like to hear my entire wavetable play left to right, not just the envelope, RAM wavetable? Okay, all those sine waves added together. And that's what these are. These are amplitude envelopes for sine waves. Okay, let's see if I come down here further. If I'm getting tired like I am now, I want to make a random. There we go. Random. Okay, I'm just making random envelopes. Let's hear what this garbage sounds like. You never know what you're going to come up with random. Random polarity. We've seen something like this before where randomly a low point will become high, a negative will become a positive, or a positive will become a negative. So random polarity, here we go. Let's watch that one, see what happens. Yeah, it went down there, didn't it? Okay, I think we understand it. Smoothing is highly intuitive. It's going to smooth out the peaks and valleys. Okay, that probably does have a good musical value. I can't hear it yet, but it's there. Rotate. This is a time shift on a harmonic basis. I'm just randomly jumping around, changing the times of various partial envelopes. Okay, view, we've already discussed that. It's time to use it again. Now we can see. Isn't that nice? Isn't that helpful? It would be on some kinds of sounds, I'm sure. It's also useful if you are, let's clear it all out. This is not impressive. Let's say we draw one, and I want to draw one that's just a little bit away from it. That's where it really comes into its own, I suppose. Okay. Alright, what haven't we talked about? Tools. I've made it clear that you can hear an envelope or the entire wavetable. Oh yeah, I wanted to illustrate the effects of slices and how they would appear in the across the partials. So we'll clear it out, flush, and we'll go to disk. And I don't want to sample. I'm going to discuss that later if I remember it. I want to load a wavetable. I use complex or Harmor wavetables primarily, so I'll choose one.
KTERM.
Alright, there it is. Actually, let me choose this one. That one. And as time progresses, you can even visually see how the tone of the sound is going to mute, or the highs are going to go away before the lows. And there it is. So I just wanted you to see how I can do a better illustration. Let's just load one into slice 1 and maybe put a square wave over here, and how about a sawtooth back here. Alright, now we can't see it here. All we see are audio waves. Let's see, one of them was the saw, right? But what we really want to see here for teaching purposes is the harmonic content. Alright, so we've already discussed the sawtooth has all harmonics active. So here they are. Every single one. All 64 are active, and they're going downward. Just exactly like this table. Alright, let's go here. Okay, now we got our friend the square wave, and it's going to skip every other harmonic. Let's see if that's true on the envelope table. Yep, I see a flat one, and then I see a peak, a flat peak, flat peak. And let's go up here. What's this guy look like? 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So there's 3 2s and 4 1s. 1, 2, 3 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. So it's all the same, folks. No matter what screen you're on, it's all the same data. You want to hear that? Okay. Let's hear one of their slices that has all 3. I'm sorry, not slices. Let's hear one of the harmonic envelopes for, and we can hear as each slice calls for it. It's basically all going to be the same amplitude, but we're illustrating how the time slices, the audio slices, invoke a given frequency or harmonic over time. Okay. I've done the best I can to explain that at the moment. Tools brings up a very full submenu, and these are in reference to the current envelope. Let's get out of here and clean up our display. All those extra lines. Let's just look at the current partial envelope. Okay, that's the white one, and here it is here. I can prove it. See, went down. Okay, see how that works. Tools, let's go left to right here. If I go full, it drew it all the way up. Oh yeah, this is just like the other tools. You have to reselect tools to get back into those selections. They go away once you choose one. Alright, let's try 0. Alright, that's 0. Min. Like, whatever. It's the middle. Undo that. Invert. I think we know what's going to happen now. Those two are going to flip, and so are all the other ones. Sure enough. One polarity, unipolarity, all lowers will become upper. All negatives shall become positive. Kind of like an absolute value type thing. Reverse. It takes... Oh, I'm sorry. Tool reverse. The ones on the right will be on the left, and the ones on the left will be on the right. Mirror takes the left side and mirrors it to the right. Let's do that again. Let's make something that... I've got a kind of a sign over here, and I got a kind of a half a triangle. So do you think it'll make a full triangle or make a sine wave? Neither. Okay. Normalize. That does what you think it would do. But since we've already reached the peaks, nothing happened. Let's make it better. Let's see what normalize does to that. Okay? Static. This one has given me trouble. It makes a single line somewhere, and it usually attaches to the end, one of the two ends. So I'm saying that we're going to get a horizontal line here or a horizontal line here, and I can't tell you why which one. Okay, there it did it. It did what I said, but I don't know why. And SE line, I believe that stands for segment. Line, I don't know. And also it seems to be weighted to the left, so there may be a logarithmic effect going on here. I haven't experimented enough to be able to isolate what it does. But you see how it's kind of got a logarithmic aspect to it? Let's draw that and see what happens. No clue. Experiment as you will. Polarity lock, I don't know what it means. I don't know. Maybe when you edit it afterwards with some other modifiers, it won't allow anything to happen below in the opposite polarity. I don't know. And that about covers it to the extent of my knowledge. And all we've got left, folks, for KTERM is table editing functions. And I don't know if I can pull that off tonight or not. So we will sign off for now.